Hey guys, welcome to another YouTube video, and in this video I will be reviewing the first game of the first ever Women's State of Origin series that happened on Thursday night. So it was. If you guys believe it or not, this was actually my first experience of watching a full game of women's rugby league, let alone State of Origin, and I actually find it it was actually more or less, as I pull my laptop in for a second. I thought it would be well, I can't put the words together here. It was pretty much better than I thought it would be. I thought that, you know, it would be much like, you know, yeah, I've seen, you know, on social media at times people taking the piss out of them, where there'll be montages of like NRLW players trying to score conversions. They would miss them from point blank range and all that. But that didn't. And sort of thought, just to get in the spirit of Magic around, of course, which I will get into those games. Yeah, I just, you know, watch it obviously, and of course the chance obviously being, of course, Magic round. This unfortunately enough, it was. The game went. I found it better. It was great to watch. Better than what it way exceeded my expectations. That's what I was trying to say there. So the game starts. So running through the events. So the game started. So pretty much the first 5.5 minutes, first 5 or so minutes were pretty much teams, from what I've heard, from what I saw, you know, trying to suss each other out. You know, the Maroons were had a line drop out quite early in the game. So yeah, and it looked like it was again, and it was all the Maroons, and then it changed when Emma Tongado burst through and scored under the scored I think near the uprights to score the first try of the game, which Rachel Pearson converted to make it 6-0. Just to make it even better for them, I think it was about 5 or so minutes later, there was a kick in. There was a kick that one of the Maroons players kicked that went into the hands of Jamie Chapman. I think she was about 20 meters out from her own goal. On the other side of the ground, way beyond the try line. She does a goose step on a couple of Maroons players, and she bursts through, and then does a step on another Maroons player who goes on and scores. And I was just like, wow. That was. I wasn't expecting a women's player to do something like that. I wasn't to do like a goose step past two players and then basically run 80 meters to score, which was incredible. Which again was converted. So 12.5 minutes in, it wasn't looking good for the Maroons. It was 12-0. And then there was a lot of others as well. There was a dangerous tackle at some stage, and then Tasman Rapana got a penalty. Gave away a penalty, which that was converted to make that 14-0. Not a lot there. Not there. And then Mackenzie Wheel as well. Towards the stroke of half time, she gave away a penalty for hands in the ruck. You know, you can't do that. Which that was also converted to make it 16-0, and that was pretty much it, really. Actually no. It's just I forgot about that. Actually forgot about it. At half go for 35 minutes in women's rugby league rather than 40. So yeah. So it was 16-0. That was after half time. My apologies there. And then there was not a lot happened until Tamika Upton in the 53rd with about under 20 minutes left in the game, got one back, and then Zara Tamara scored the conversion, which was big to give them a slight chance of maybe stealing the win in this game, and then stealing the win in this game. But slowly but surely the Maroons were slowly but surely running out of chances in this game, and unfortunately enough for the Blues, Caitlin Johnston, who is one of the marquee players for the Cronulla Sharks when they enter the NRLW this season. She scored to make it to put it beyond doubt, to make it 20 points to 6, and then with the conversion made, it was 22-6. So virtually it was game over. And then about 2.5 minutes later, after that, Emily Bass scored which was a consolation try to make it 22-10, and then Tamara scored 2 from 2, so made it 22-12, and that's how it ended there. That was just how it ended. That's how it ended. 22 points to 12. So of course, so the tries there, of course, no multiple try scorers in this game. Obviously, Tongato, Chapman, and Johnston all scored for the Sky Blues, while Tamika Upton and Emily Bass scored for the Maroons. Both Rachel Pearson and Zara Tamara were perfect in terms of their conversions. For Pearson, it was 3 from 3. With Tamara, it was 2 from 2. Pearson was also perfect in terms of penalty goals and converted 2 of them, all of them. One of them in the first half, one of them in the second. In the second half, looking at the team statistics here, surprising that the Maroons had all the possession, had all the possession, 51% possession, and time in possession was over just a tick over 24.5 minutes with time in their possession. So they had much of the ball, but they couldn't use it, and they couldn't convert it. While every time minimum amount of ball that Sky Blues had, they took their opportunities in spades. and also completion rate as well, quite high for both teams. Well, not quite high, but very close as well. I mean, 70% for Sky Blues compared to 67. Attack meters here. Nothing much to report there. I mean, line break. The big one for me is line breaks. I mean, 6-1 line breaks in favour of the Blues. So they were just more attacking. They were just more attacking attacking the Maroons defenders than the Maroons were, and that's and they were caught napping. And it was surprising. All this surprising considering that that the Maroons squad had more game time than the Blues, because the Maroons players had been, some of the Maroons players been playing in the local women's competition, which is going on. So that's how everyone thought, oh, it's going to be them that's going to win over the Blues because they're match ready compared to the Blues players. But it was the opposite. It was the opposite really on that front really. But yeah, and offloads. Yeah, they're forced dropouts. Yeah. As well, but the big one here is the I've just found here is the tackle percentage of their effective tackles, 90 over 90% for the Blues, and 80 and barely 83% for Maroons. So they were just that hungry. They were hungry for this game, the Blues, and hopefully and maybe this might spur them on, hopefully, to get game 2 in Townsville in a few weeks. Plus 17 more missed tackles as well for the Maroons, and more ineffective tackles, a bit even in errors. Several players on report, but anyways, so as I said, game 2 of Women's Origin would be on June the 6th. It's going to be Thursday, June the 6th. At McDonald Jones Stadium in Townsville, which is a day after game 1 of the men's State of Origin. So if you guys will get your Origin fix, then you'll be double dosing it, because the men's will go be at one night, and then the women's the other night. So if you that pumped up for State of Origin, then you'll probably go for both games. But anyways, but that's just about it really for this short video. Really, just to recap and review the game. I'm going to be doing this for all 8 games of NRL Magic Round. Which started off on last night as I'm recording this, but yeah. So like this video, share this to anybody who is a New South Wales Blues fan, or a Queensland Maroons fan, or just a neutral State of Origin fan. Comment below. Are you excited for Origin season? Are you excited for Origin season? Let's hope that those Maroons beat those dirty Blues. You can tell I'm a freaking Maroons fan. You can tell. But yeah, just leave your thoughts down there. And also, are you excited for Magic Round? It's finally here, and it's here over in Brizzy. and it's gonna go bonkers. Let's put it that way. And sold out for all 3 days too. All 8 games are sold out. So getting excited there. And one last thing, somewhere down there, somewhere, click on the big red button which is labelled subscribe. It really helped me out quite a bit there. But until next time, guys, I'll see yous all later.